into the belly. Deep into the belly.
Do you think we can change someone's life in an afternoon?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just did. Look at what we did with Ollie today.
My name is Ollie Quick. I'm a sports therapist and chiropractic adjuster. I've moved up here for uni and stayed up here and living and working.
The best thing you can get out of today probably is somebody else in your life that you can call on at some point that might need it.
There's been a lot of studies and stats that show men have been lonely and maybe don't have friends and lack connection.
But hopefully for this today it means that after today there's someone else you can call on, text, go out for a beer with, work out with, see outside of here, not make it just an event that ends in the next couple of hours.
Oh, what does that feel like? Even myself right now, and I think a lot of men in the world are going through a time where there's a lot of pressure to be this masculine man. That becomes quite lonely over time, and even I've been experiencing that more recently.
So everybody's starting to move, starting to run up and down. Try to stay in the green. Try not to just run around the circle.
The day set out strategically really to make sure that we get as much in as we can without overwhelming the guys.
You can move, zigzag, crisscross, turn around, there's no right or wrong. Nice your one, left hand into the floor, nice your
I really want to get more drive, more consistency, more oomph. This is why I'm here today, to see if I can unlock that.
We then move into a hard group workout where men can work together and have a bit of competition too, to go at each other in a friendly way, even though they still really want to win.
And you ended up taking part?
Yeah, I got roped in last minute to do the workout. We want people to show up and to pitch in and to be engaged. And to do the best they can with what they have. What happens, happens. Yeah, you know, I think one of the smart things about the way that was programmed, the workout, is we did it in rounds, which means that we'd work hard for 4 minutes, and the moment that 4 minutes was over, after giving everything that we had, we'd just start again and give everything we had for another 4 and over and over. And it's kind of, probably feels a little bit like life, which is cool.
Do you think the average person just kind of gives up at the first sign of hard?
I think that the average person more so gives up at the sign of hardship or the thought of hardship.
Chris said at one point, he was like, pain's weakness leaving the body. And I pushed myself so hard because I wanted to prove in that I could support the team the best I could, things that I'm normally pretty strong and fast at.
I think people are always shocked at how far they'll go and how much they'll do when it means more than just them getting it done by themselves. I heard a saying once that says the situation makes the man. However, sometimes that situation isn't quite enough.
It was brilliant. It wasn't a single person working on their own. It was awesome.
Not everyone gets to go through those types of hardships on a day-to-day basis.
I think a lot of the movements were like, we haven't done these before, they're going to be like, didn't think I could push myself that hard, I haven't worked like that in a while.
Sometimes it just takes that bit of hard work, that push, and that community.
Yeah, did myself proud of the team, proud of the boys, they've worked really hard.
To find your limits. A large part of the day was to do with contrast, about the fast and the slow, the heavy and the light and the dark, the mind and the body. We could see that in the yoga session. Some of the bigger, stronger, faster guys struggle to slow down, but that was the idea, is to show men what they're capable of and ideally create a whole man.
But I spent 10 years in the Marines. I was in Afghan, Chris. As you can imagine, that type of work is
I suppose looks stressful. It's actually the least stressful time in my life because it's a very simple job, right? It's like do this or get blown up. And funnily enough, that's less stressful than emails. Weird thing to say. At the end of that career, I did some yoga, and at the end of the yoga session, we did a breathwork session, 4 in, 4 out through the nose, super simple. Not being a spiritual guy at all, I had a really deep spiritual experience. And what that helped me do at the time was to see that there's another version of life if I want it. And so I tried to explain that to Marines, and they all thought I was a dickhead for trying to say I had a spiritual experience. So no one listened. Yeah, breathwork is known often as a slower practice for the nervous system, which it is, and it can be. Most people, let alone most men, probably don't understand it, and if they did, are usually a little scared of it, which I think I saw in a few of their faces. Who's done some? Maybe typical, probably Wim Hof type stuff, is it that? The type of conscious connected breathwork session we did on the day is challenging. It's hard work, and it's a deep dive into the mind, into the psyche, into the body. And what that does mean, by the way, even though you're in a room full of men, there might be tears, there might be emotions, you might feel things, see things. The silence really is always broken with my voice, I suppose, of reassurance and explanation to let them know that whatever they think about the session, however they feel, that it's going to be okay, and that I'm there to guide them, I'm there to help them through it however that goes, and so is the team, like Mike. But the whole point in this really is we've got about 45 minutes and we'll do a couple of different breathwork sessions. So what you'll find with that is the mouth will dry a little bit, work for the inhale, and will be a cycle and feel like an oval. Completely surrender on the exhale. Don't force the air out. There's no pause at the top and no pause at the bottom. Head back, arms out to the sides, hands facing upwards, feet about shoulder width apart. And I'd say suggest by covering as much of the body as you can and start warm. At the start of any breathwork session, I find there's often silence, a waiting for those people that have done it, and perhaps apprehension for those that haven't. But in the air I could certainly feel maybe a heaviness or apprehension. 2, 3, 4. Just keeping that pace up by yourself.
How did I do? I don't think there's a good, a bad and ugly.
Every person will experience breathwork differently.
Get deeper in.
Ollie, it looked like he was going through something strong and powerful, and that showed in his movements, in his body.
4, out,
and
2.
What sounds came out.
No more being static. No more being afraid. What more can you call in on these inhales?
Like they say, you know, you go as deep as you want to go. Just allowed the breath to take control.
Can you feel this in the body as if you have it now? As if you have it all now, and all that you have always wanted. Feel that on every inhale.
Doing that kind of body work, speaking with breathers at the time, can invite them at least to courageously move towards a space that they may have struggled to get to.
Deep into the belly. So deep into the belly. Deep into the belly. Let it go. Deep breath in. That's it. That's it.
Boy, a lot of stuff came up in that. I think it's almost brought everything up. Just playing small and never been enough.
It's okay to become more.
I'm ready to step forward and give something to this world.
Let it go.
For now, just in for 2, out for 4. More of a hold.
Deeper in.
Let it out. And again.
Bring everything into the body. Bring it in on this inhale. There's more in there. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All that anger, let it go. This is your time if you let it be. Let it go. Let it go. big one.
Ha!
One big one.
Ha! Ha!
One more.
The world we live in has, I think, created a bit of a system in which many men are left alone. They're left to their own devices to do the work and get on with it, and have ended up with maybe little friends, maybe none. If you feel that way, if you're feeling lost, lonely, out of purpose, or even worse, find one of these events. Find the men that want to do the hard thing and do it with you. Find the places that will allow you the option to push yourself, to test yourself, to do things you've never done before, and do it together, because life doesn't have to be so lonely.